A very timely joint war has been unexpectedly declared against the Numerian Crusaders. Now could be Syndar's best chance to wrestle additional territory from the Numerians and firmly establish themselves as the most fearsome empire in the quadrant. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Galactic Paragons in our High Dominion 2 series. We have just given the initial orders to move on Hestimor, and then we have, I think, a really unique opportunity, depending on how well this initial round of fighting goes, to claim the majority of Numerian space for ourselves quite quickly. The capital is over here closer to our coalition allies, quote-unquote allies. We're totally using them right now, because if they're focusing their aggression on the Numerians and they are keeping themselves in a war, on the same side as us with the Numerians, then we can actually conquer a lot of additional territory here, consolidate our power, expand further in this direction here as well, and again, cement a lot of the control that we've been building over this portion of the galaxy. So, we're going to keep things at speed 1 for now because we have a lot going on. We just integrated our subjects. So it's a lot that's happening right now, but it's good that we are making progress on this. Kind of unexpectedly, but there's a lot happening at once. The investigation into Okad 7's missing population has made a breakthrough. Large sealed shield doors leading to a deep tunnel network stand as proof that the entire species started to move underground at some point. Cross-examination with geological and meteorological data indicates that the entire planet was gripped by a sudden onset ice age, perhaps triggered by a shift in axial tilt, which likely triggered the migration. Excursions into the vast tunnel network are underway. Keep digging. All right, so that's not the same event. It just seemed very similar to one that we'd already gotten. And let's continue to monitor here. We have our more powerful fleet headed for the border. And I might try and cut off this section of space right away. It kind of seems like a good idea. So I'm going to angle that direction. Meanwhile, we have one fleet headed for Hestimor, which we will finally be able to bring into our territory. It's been sitting in... It's still controlled by them, but it's definitely in a cluster that's overall controlled by me, so I'm very happy to be finally conquering that particular sector. And once both fleets are free, there'll certainly be more than I can accomplish. So, ecological adaptation research is done. Yeah, I kind of do just want to go ahead and research Secrets of Life, but I also have some very basic, Faculty of Archaeo Studies. You know what? Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. I still haven't had enough game time with the Archaeotech stuff that was added in First Contact. And I would like... Okay, so it looks like these troops are going to go ahead and land, which is hilarious. They're just moving on their own. And I would just like to prioritize those technologies, the Faculty of Archaeo Studies. I want to prioritize things that explore those mechanics more, because I'm not familiar with them, so I'm happy to do it in a setting like this. Oh wait, so it seems like... Did I just get a warning about combat happening somewhere? Oh yeah, I guess it's just this particular fleet arriving. I thought I got the warning when they hadn't arrived in the system yet. That really threw me off. But yeah, I just want to explore those mechanics a little bit. I'm happy to do it on camera or off camera. It doesn't matter. I'm not too familiar with them, so I'm just going to do as much as I can to prioritize them. All right, now this fleet's already done its work, so I'm going to send them to the front, and we're going to take that planet away.
Planetary invasion commenced.
So that invasion should go pretty well. Yeah. Several troops have disengaged, but they're losing. We have several more. We have more combat width than they do now at this point. Ooh, now we have a lot more. Yep, their front is collapsing quickly. They're done.
Special project complete.
Old with defects. Likely due to the vessel being a civilian transport, the shipboard databases were not fully scrubbed as part of the decommissioning process, so while nothing else of value was found aboard the ship, our data scientists have managed to recover partial references to unknown alien technology, so we have improved destroyer hulls as a research option now. And let's go ahead and look at this leader level up. Now, this is just one of our scientists. Ooh. Let's go ahead and say just meticulous and increase the anomaly discovery chance. Just going to lean on that for now. And then this world is going to fall pretty quickly to us. All right, so now we have... Yeah, I'm going to move in and take as much territory over here as I can with the most powerful fleet. So let's go ahead. Tell you what, let's do this. And then we have this fleet. I want them to come through this direction. And then we'll kind of reassess where we are from there, because I don't think that they're going to be able to do anything over here. This is entirely accessible, like, only to us, it seems like. So it's one of the reasons this war is very much to our advantage. Like, we are the ones who stand to gain a ton of territory from this. Oh, Ferris Mandate has a job opportunity, so let's absolutely take advantage of that. Ooh, you also have a research upgrade that you can do. Let's do that. And I think I will go ahead and build another industrial district. We are still struggling to maintain our consumer goods income. Let me take a look at other worlds that might have opportunities for research upgrades, because I would imagine there are a few. But I'm going to need to buy some minerals in order to really know for sure. Yeah, there are a lot of upgrades that I haven't actually done yet. Let me go ahead and order both of those on Wegri. Now, I haven't done a lot with my designations in recent episodes, and I'll probably need to re-examine those once this war is over.
Force has seized a planet.
Excellent. All right, aggressive stance. Let's go ahead and have you follow the second fleet, and hopefully the follow order will stick. Crime wave on Regri. All right, so we have a really significant crime problem developing here, despite the fact that we have martial law and anti-crime campaigns in place, and we even have precinct houses down. Tell you what, let's go ahead and buy what we need to upgrade the precinct houses. And I'll offset these upgrades so the precinct houses get upgraded first. So we're definitely going to have some stability problems for a bit. We just integrated an entire, and enslaved an entire race. Multi-planetary race, in fact. So, you know, it's gonna be a second. All right, so we do have some opportunities here. Let's see. What were these? Robot assembly plants? No, absolutely not. Let's just do some civilian industries. And then how about we... maybe some, like, a gene clinic? Just to get things going there, and then we'll reassess once that's done. Also, it looks like you're ready for... You can do a couple of things, actually. Why don't we sell some food, buy some minerals, and then we'll go ahead and order that upgrade as well once those buildings are done. Fantastic. Okay, it begins. Also, I do still have the ability to expand my fleets. We're not done building them at all. So this invasion is happening while the fleet buildup that I mentioned at the beginning of the previous episode is ongoing. And this is going to go stupidly well. Okay, hang on. We have an enemy fleet. I might need to consolidate forces here. This could be an opportunity to just put them down once and for all. Why don't we go ahead and get our friendly space amoeba in on the fight, if we can. That's a big if, but Post-Rana Mandate has an obvious opportunity here. Why don't we go ahead and just give you another city district. Alright, tell you what, why don't we have you hang out there? Like, I don't want to have these fleets be, like, too far apart. And then we'll put you here and put you there. So it looks like the Space Amoeba is probably not going to get there in time. It's fine. I'm staying on speed 1 because I want to stay nimble, given that we have so much on the line and so much happening at once. All right, looks like both fleets are in the same system. Let me go ahead Are you here already? No, that's a cruiser reinforcing. Oh, that's fantastic. We have reinforcements arriving literally right now. All right, so the first order, like, all of the ships have been ordered. We're still waiting for them to arrive, but that's a big deal. So their main counterattack fleet appears to be right here. And I would guess, given that they're shown as being inferior to me, I would guess that that's it. Yep, here it is.
Star system charted.
This could be interesting. So we have... Are you not centralized? I told you guys both to go to the center of the system, and you're just chilling. All right, I want to make sure they're together for whatever fight is about to occur. I'm guessing this... That's interesting. Are you jumping to Semesta? That's incredibly ill-advised. Hang on, where's Kos? Okay.
Technology secured.
All right, so we've got an auto pause here. Moat harvesting traps have been researched. I do need encryption. I really do, but do I need it now? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do it. We have so little encryption power against the people that are currently fighting with us. It's just not a good idea to let that problem go on unaddressed. Okay, here's what I'm going to do here. It looks like they're attempting to jump in and retake Semesta. I'm going to let these two fleets rendezvous. I don't know what they think they're doing.
Under attack.
This is kind of hilarious.
Zero-G research platform disrupted.
Oh no, my army's getting attacked. Damn it. Can you get out? Thank you. Get away from that fight. There's no reason you should be fighting. All right, I've given the order for this fleet to attack, and it looks like they are still moving. Yep, idiots. All right, they're here. Yep, they're turning to fight. Big mistake. Let me pause for a moment. This fleet.
Enemy vessels.
Perfect. Perfect. Here we go. This is going to be the defining fight of this war, most likely. Get wrecked. Oh my god. All right, Mayor 3 can be terraformed. Oh my god, they just got schooled. Okay, well, that was probably embarrassing for them, I would guess. All right, so same plan as before. I'm actually going to send the second order there. We'll send the first one here. Actually, no. Same plan. Let's just stick to it. Now, unfortunately, one of the annoying things about what just happened... Hang on, let's see if there's a way to do this effectively. There we go. Is that that's our army that just took a little bit of a beating. And I need to make sure that we are in good shape with regard to that. So, hang on. First of all, let me go to this end station, the army builder. Ooh, Cyberx Warform. All right, so I've just queued up 12 more armies to be built, and they will automatically rendezvous around Syndar. Okay, so we have the auto pause. I'm learning to adjust to that, by the way. Faculty of Archaeo Studies research is done. That was nice and fast, as expected. Starbase capacity +2. That... Seems like it might be time for that. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so... Yeah, I've got lots of building opportunities, but no job opportunities just yet. All right, so we're splitting these forces up again. Let's go to speed 2 now that things are stabilizing a little bit. Also, let's take a look. Oh, perfect. We need to get that station built. Now, where is this science ship right now? Okay, yeah, you have to study the strange asteroid right now. But first, before you do that, I want to have you survey everything down here. You can study the strange asteroid later. I need to know what's in these systems. I want you to look specifically at all of these. And then you can go survey the strange asteroid. And no sooner. There's no point in you doing it any sooner at this exact moment in time. All right, so Rothbelek we are going to claim. Thankfully, there was no real threat that they were going to, you know, take this, because this is a marauder enclave, if you can call them an enclave.
Attacking enemy assets.
All right, so we've taken the defunct system, which is the one that I believe we were on the verge of taking right when the war ended previously, so that's a big win. Ah, so Tig, daughter of... All right, so they're currently commanding the ATS Karubis, but you're not a counselor, right? Hang on, let me just make sure. Yeah, you're not a counselor. This is just one of our scientists. So with that in mind, we could go ahead and just give her, yeah, let's do Explorer. We get more experience. You're already doing that. It just helps you get better based on what you're already doing. Let's just lean into that decision. All right, what do we have here? Star Fortress, good. Mega Furgers, that is a welcome sight. Destroyer hull points plus 10% is even more welcome, though. That's like that. I can have that done in months, though. Like even 1 month, it would probably take. So I'm gonna go ahead and select Alloy Mega Forgers.
Construction complete.
It's just the right call at this point.
Construction complete.
Now let's see. I need, it looks like our army fleet has returned. Let's have you heal up at the TA system. And yeah, so you're not as strong as you were, but we have plenty of ships merging. So I can send the new transport fleet here to meet you. The other fleets are already merging with it, and we'll be good to go. So this is looking pretty solid at this point.
Enemy assets.
I have to say. I don't anticipate they're going to be able to do anything again. Although I think they managed to escape with that fleet mostly intact. So they could repair up and potentially do some damage to me. But I'm going to do my best to keep that from happening. Alright, so I can see the transports on their way.
Assets.
Resource storage full. Influence is full again. That's insane. Relic activation now possible. Is there anything I can build, though? No, not at the moment. I mean, there's plenty I can build, but nothing that would be useful to build. Okay, hold on a second. You were supposed to have conquered that system, and now you're currently not doing it. Please go back and actually take Whitsun. Or you know what? Maybe it's not actually held by them. That's what it is. Which is actually a little frustrating because we do have a planet about to rebel. Wait a minute. You had... What are you doing? I told you to go to TA. So since the update, both follow orders and orders like the one you just saw, like I ordered the main fleet to travel. Yeah, this one's actually still going too. So there's a second group that didn't merge properly. So maybe that was less to do with the movement orders being weird, but the follow orders are definitely strange right now. They'll get canceled a lot. And even though I ordered, you saw me do it, I selected the one transport that wasn't moving and the rest of them were showing that they were merging. I didn't look at any actual labels of any of the transports, but I said, okay, here's the one that's not moving. That's the one they're all merging with. Let me send that one to meet with my other transports so that all my armies are in one place. And then suddenly all of the ones that were merging ended up in a separate transport group sitting still in the SIN system, not doing anything. So that's an adjustment from what I expected. Let's take a look at where we have All right. Looks like Tirgosh has some stability issues. Let's address that by building precinct houses. Same thing on Schlarg. Now this is crime reduction. It's not going to help with... Yeah, let's go ahead and just do a... Well, maybe slave processing is not the best thing right now. It might be something to increase stability. Yeah, if I actually made the population a little happier, like if I did hollow theaters, that might be a good thing for stability there. So let's try that route first. See how it goes.
Technology secured.
Okay. Higher level encryption. Oh, nice. Hyper relays. Is it time for that? I mean, we have a ton of influence, so it probably is time for that. Let's go ahead and research it so we can have that technology getting going. We already have some hyper relays that we're going to be taking over. Get inside. Thousands of years ago, the planet's average temperature dropped precipitously, and most sunlight was blotted out by clouds. To cope with the suddenly freezing climate, the population migrated underground, forced to burrow deeper and deeper, chasing the retreating warmth of the planet's core. Unable to maintain their burrowing population, a cryotorpor project was initiated. It would automatically awaken them once the instruments detected a stable surface climate again. The planet did finally warm up, but the process was extremely sudden, decalibrating the hibernation pods and incinerating the sleepers. Ooh, that sucks. Research option gained. Hostile environment adaptation. That's highly unfortunate. So we finished that. Now, since we finished that, there are a few more archaeological sites. Yeah, so you've already been given the order to go look at that one. All right, why don't you go ahead and build a starbase there. You build a starbase there. And yeah, we're continuing to explore in the area. Oh, yep, mining station, research station. And this is a clear opportunity for a station, so let's go ahead and build one. So this is going well.
Attacking enemy assets.
We have some stability issues, of course, but those are being somewhat dealt with, ish. All right, I'm not going to do anything with regard to the Cybrix artifact that I have.
Complete.
It keeps telling me that I can activate it, but I don't want to at the moment. I can get a bunch of free alloys. Or is it minerals that I get? No, it's alloys. But at the cost of minerals, 2,000, and it's 3,000 unity that I have to spend, which is what I really don't want to give up, because that's progress towards a tradition.
Attacking enemy assets.
Okay, so looks like we're done here. We just need to get... Let's get all of you merged. Let's try this again. Let's see if this is temperamental. If I order you to come here, I'm not going to actually give the order to land yet, but I'm ordering the one that the other two are merging with. Now this time I gave the order for them to merge. So what's going to happen to these two if I move the fleet that they were ordered to merge with? All right, strategic resource discovered: exotic gases in the Astora system. Nice. All right, so we have megafurgers unlocked. All right, we're starting to struggle with some of our basics. I'm going to go ahead and get some additional mining station output, because that'll help with the energy issue that we're currently facing. Starting to see real shortages in food, not really in energy yet, but definitely in consumer goods.
Technology secured.
All right, starbase capacity +2. That's handy. Habitability +5. That... I might need to go ahead and just research that right now, because that would be additional resources across the board. It would be a small amount. Kind of a similar change to what we saw when I made that, when I thought that the consumer goods would improve last episode, and then they didn't. It'll be a similar kind of thing, but all right, let's do hollow theaters here just to provide some amenities and increase stability. All right, so there's not a lot that I can do now in this system. I think I would benefit from going ahead and moving in this direction. So let's do that. All right, I'm just going to let that be the chain of orders for now. I think the existing army can take care of this planet on their own without any bombardment assistance. Astora 2 will be able to be terraformed once the climate restoration technology has been researched. Nice. So we're discovering a few things in the Astora system. That's going to come in handy. All right, Schlarg.
Construction complete.
Looks like the job opportunities are gone there, and no more amenities, so stability will hopefully increase there. Now, hang on, let's take a look at something real quick. Now, right now we don't have a governor for the core sector. We have governors for our outlying sectors, which is where they're needed most. All right, so there are not really any major colonies at the moment that don't have help in the form of a governor. I just need to keep an eye on that.
Enemy presence exposed.
All right, so we do have a fleet, a small fleet, a fleet that doesn't really stand a chance. I'm kind of tempted to just move on the rest of their territory with this fleet here, given that I know my fleet here is going to be able to go in the other direction. You know, like, why not go ahead and take as much of this as I can? I know they can't really stop me at the moment. This fleet is nothing compared to what they had. Okay, so this is going to be our last tradition in prosperity. So it's going to increase specialist resource output, which will help, once again, with consumer goods. Maybe not a lot, but it won't help with the basic resource output. However, having all of those selected will increase all resources from jobs by 5% and give us another Ascension perk. So that's good at least. All right, so we can gain access to cybernetics. Kind of tempting. Haven't done that in a while. We're not going to become the Crisis. We did that in Heralds of the Dark Nova, which is still fairly recent in my mind. Becoming the Crisis would be fun, but it would be a little bit repetitive. I think there are other ways that we can wreak havoc as the High Dominion of Syndar, and I'm sure you agree. Combining proven archaic technology with temporary engineering will give us a timeless advantage. So this increases architect weapon damage. I'm not going to go that route either, because that was kind of Clandestine Curiosities thing. I'm kind of tempted just to go for one vision for the additional monthly unity. That'll help us get through all of our remaining traditions a little bit faster. Grasp the Void is also technically a pretty good choice. It'll help us defend the territory we have. But then again, so would Eternal Vigilance. Yeah, there's not really one that like leaps out at me right now. The flesh is weak. Do we want to be cybernetic? Do we have to be? I don't think there's been anything about the narrative of this series that implies that we would lean that way, that the Sundrians would want to be cybernetic. Apart from what I said last episode about, you know, if you're at this point in the series, what are you trying to do if you're leading the High Dominion? Like you're just trying to pursue every possible chance to get as strong as possible and bolster your defenses in multiple directions. So from that angle, the flesh is weak is an option. But I don't know if that is enough for me. I'm kind of leaning towards one vision more than anything. Because it'll help with amenities usage as well, which will help with stability. You know what? Yeah, let's go for it. All right, so we have that Ascension perk. We're now going to get additional monthly unity. And now we've given the order to start moving through territory here. Looks like these guys are moving. Let's see how the transports are doing, by the way. It looks like they're still catching up, so they might finally be behaving normally-ish. All right, I just have to keep a very close eye on whatever's going on over here. Because this is where their capital is, so if they still have a large fleet anywhere, it'll be in this direction. Notice the consumer goods situation is now resolved. Urana colony, you have room for... You just need more housing, but frankly, we need food, so let's go ahead and just build in support of that job. Oof, this is rough. I'll go ahead and build a city district here because we do need some amenities on that planet. Wayfred, you need... Well, yeah, let's just go ahead and improve the precinct there, and that should help with that job opening. I keep calling them job openings. That's not a job opening per se. It's a population looking for a job opening. That'll help give them a job. Okay, so the second star order is on its way over here, and we're going to just take everything we can from this direction. Looks like their main fleet might be here. Oh, hello. That was a dumb move. Give the order to reinforce a little bit.
Construction complete.
Rip. Bye-bye. That was easy.
Attacking enemy assets.
Wait. Oh, you haven't actually taken the station yet. I was like,
Spaceborne life.
Who the heck are you fighting? Oh, Schlarg has a clear opportunity here. Let's see what we can do. More amenities needed? Yeah, build a city district then. That's the most direct help with that.
Invasion commenced. Ground invasion force has seized a planet.
All right, so that was fast. Hang on. All right, see, one of the transports stopped moving. I'm telling you, something is wonky with this. It's ridiculous. All right, I'm going to have all of them head to this system, and they should be okay. So we control that system now. Let's see, we do have a new, as a consequence of controlling that, we've got a new frontier system opportunity. Let's go ahead and do an Autoton monument there, because we're not doing a whole lot of those, and we really benefit, especially now that we have so many Ascension perks. There is a benefit to having those. Also, it looks like we are ready to colonize this planet. Is there a new mandate that we can call it? Pretty much the only one that's popping up now is Siskvi. So let's just go for Tier Cab Colony. There's not a lot of random options that are really popping up anymore. That's something that I've noticed in the name list, both with planets, with ships, in the more recent months of playing Stellaris relative to what I remember from Nameless back in the day. It seems like the lists run out of random things more frequently, and I don't know if that's a bug or if that's just because the lists aren't that deep. I remember them being deeper, so just open commentary there. Not a criticism per se, it's just something that I've noticed. Not quite sure if everyone else has had the same experience, but all right, so I'm going to go ahead and research the antimatter reactor so that I can have access to the best possible power for my ships. And then I do want to go ahead... Is there anything amazing up here? I mean, those are good techs, but I want to go ahead and finish this because it's going to take 2 months. It will reset the rest of the options, unfortunately, but I think it's worth it. All right, so we're going to take out the Yakuri station.
Attacking enemy assets. Technology secured.
Yeah, so this is going Shall we say smoothly. Destroy hull points plus 10%. This is also one that I think I would like as soon as possible. I think I'm going to go for assembly patterns, though, because I'm doing so much building across various planets. Having a boost to how quickly some of these things finish and start helping the economy would be very welcome at this point. Did my transports finally merge? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. All right. Yeah, that garrison doesn't stand a chance.
Attacking enemy assets.
I just need to keep a very close eye out for any enemy interference, but this is going smoothly, to say the very least. Let's build a starbase there. You can tell I'm being very careful with pausing and unpausing, because every time I look over here to like give these construction ships new orders, there's not a lot new for me to tell them to do. Not a lot of time has passed. I'm being so careful, making sure that I don't let any of their major fleets sneak by me. All right, so we have a Freedom Foundation that's just founded itself. We'll have to take a look at factions in just a moment. It seems like we have a couple of factions forming that are kind of antithetical to our, ethical foundations, if we can say that we have such things. In the High Dominion of Syndar, which there's an argument that we don't. There's a very good argument that we don't. The ruins seem to be centuries, if not millennia old. At first it seems to be only a large open-air dome, but as we are excavating the outermost parts, we quickly find ourselves in what appears to be the derelict slums of a city. As a large gate blocks our progress deeper into the city, our scientists speculate that it is split into a hierarchy, each layer holding one class of the people of the city. It does not take long before one of our scientists finds alien remains in the subterranean ruins under the broken concrete floor. After the first corpse is found, however, we start finding remains all over the slums, be it in the streets, in what would have been their homes, or hanging from the most remote parts of the ceiling. It is unclear what killed them, but it is a grisly sight. What do the other layers have in store for us? Okay. We're just, like... This is just going really well.
Planetary invasion commenced.
It's almost unnerving.
Attacking enemy
One of the
assets.
advantages of... I mean, it can be really, really
Ground
inconvenient
invasion force has seized a
to
planet.
have an empire like this right next door to you. But when you have opportunities... Looks like we finished some research. What did we finish? Habitability +5. Nice. But when you have opportunities to declare war, when you know their defenses are kind of down and they're not going to be able to defend themselves against you, yeah, you need to take those opportunities. And this is why. This is absolutely why. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and pick Secrets of Life. We're going to speed up our society research a bit there. All right, so I want... Let's go ahead and have them start taking territory over here. It does seem like some of the armies are a little weaker. Hang on. What are you doing? Let's go ahead and hit that fleet and make sure they don't cause any problems. Are they going to try and attack the station itself? They are.
Spaceport under attack.
That's cute. Tiny little
Construction
baby fleet just trying to come in and make a difference somehow. All right, I'm going to jump around here and take as much territory as I can on this side of things, just to have this cluster locked down. Oh, that's Kos. Fair enough. All right, so our fleet is now at 10k strength. And here's this little 673. Oh, they left. Oh, shocker of the century. All right. Tell you what, let's, before these guys get any closer to their capital world, let's take their capital world right away from them. I want to make sure that we control this system.
Technology secured.
All right, planetary build speed plus 25%. That's going to come in very handy. All right, civilian fabricators, that's also going to come in handy. Yeah, let's absolutely research that. Schlarg is ready with its main colonial upgrade to its administrative nexus. And we're at the 40-minute mark, aren't we? Holy crap. This is how you know I'm having fun, when I'm just look over and it's like, oh, I've been playing for 40 minutes. I should probably stop this episode. But in the next one, we are going to steamroll the rest of the Numerian Crusaders. Again, this is it can really, 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 really suck. Especially like it did, when we were initially at war over here and then the Numerians were like, hey, we want to fight you too. Or was it the other way around? Who knows? When that happens, like having an enemy next door to you that you know is just gonna want to kill you and there's no negotiating with them is so stressful. But because the game allows you, as a compensation for that stress, to just take their systems, it's not about claiming, it's more of a traditional map painting, conquering dynamic that like more classical strategy fans might be familiar with, because the casus belli mechanic that really Paradox has normalized over the past several years is, maybe it's not strictly Paradox, but it feels like it's mainly Paradox that's used it, is a very new idea that like you can't just roll over territory and take it. You have to have a legitimate claim to it. You have to fight for it in the right way. You have to hold it and you have to press your claim and all these things. With Fanatic Purifiers and with Devouring Swarms, none of that's necessary. You can just do this. And it's great because we're pretty much going to have like a massive section of the galaxy over here. It does look like the Republic of Hydor. Oh no, this is the Mephistiotans down here. So they're going to be up against our borders a little bit, but we're going to have a lot of territory down here just that we didn't before. And we'll have opportunities for terraforming. We already do have opportunities for terraforming. And economically, we're just going to keep getting better and better and better and better. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 3 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.